It's the one and only DJ Chase, man. 2026. I told you I'm cooking back bigger and better 2026. We got a dope interview today, man. He's a young man that's dope. He does a lot of streams. But before we get started, man, I'd like to pay the bills first. So make sure you download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man. iPhone, Android. Download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app as well. Rap Markets, the new website is coming soon. Rapmarkets.com to promote your music. Podcast directory, user promo code DJ Chase to get 10% off your podcast. Get in touch with the hottest podcasts such as myself. And lastly, Groove, the hottest platform to get in touch with players, curators, get real feedback from real people, not bots. But today, we got I would safe to say like faith-based, not really new but new artists, up and coming artist. I wouldn't say up and coming, but he's a dope artist. With that being said, the one and only Isaiah in the building. What's going on, King?
What's going on? What's going on? Good to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming on the platform, man. I always like to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? And currently, like I said, you have a dope record out, and I'm going to touch on that in a few. But with that being said, I want to get into your background. Like I said, people got to know who you are as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of artists, they get into the game, and there's not really a lot of backstory on them. To tell what inspires the music or what motivates the music. So you're from Los Angeles, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome, awesome. How was it? What part of Los Angeles you from? Representing? I'll say that.
So, I was born in Berkeley, California. Spent a good 4 to 5 years in LA. I had like
Mm-hmm.
a business. Was running that for a little bit, but decided to just let God lead me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole testimony with that, but long story short, I gave my life to Christ, and the business started to fall through right when
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
And I see now in hindsight that he's wanted me to focus on the music
Mm-hmm.
um, more so. And, so many things have happened since then.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Love it, man. And what inspired you to become an artist? Because a lot of artists, a lot of musicians specifically, their parents or did music. Did your parents do like your family? Does it have a musical background, or anything like that?
yeah, 100%. I grew up listening to the 90s. My parents would be playing that a lot, like Mint Condition,
Mm-hmm.
After Seven, the Five Heartbeats. There's some movie, I forget what it's called, but yeah, I listened to a lot of that stuff growing up.
Love it for sure, man. And what were you like a good student growing up in school and things like that?
I wasn't the greatest.
Go,
Um,
definitely. Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
I feel like I used to get in trouble a lot for like laughing in class. I would
Oh
get kicked.
yeah.
My parents had to deal with
Yeah,
me on that, but yeah.
yeah. Got you, for sure, man. And when did you realize you wanted to take music serious? I know you kind of touched on it a little bit, but like, coming up, your parents they gonna want you to get a job, a plan B, something else. But when did you say, you know what, you want to take music seriously?
Honestly, man, I've always known like since I was a kid. My parents had me in like the all city choir and
Mm,
orchestra and stuff, and I always had like that musical interest.
mm,
But it wasn't until I was like 17 where I heard people making music on SoundCloud,
mm,
and I was just like, okay, I feel like I could probably do just as good as this, if not better.
mm,
And I was tired of hearing like other people do music, and I wasn't doing it myself.
mm.
That kind of inspired me to like say, okay, let me just book a studio session. And ever since I like heard myself for the first time, I was just
Mm,
hooked. I'm
mm.
like, I gotta keep doing this, and I know I can
Yeah,
make it. So
yeah. Got you. And who did you listen to growing up? Because like I said, I'm a New Yorker. We listen to kindly different music than the West Coast. Who did you listen to growing up?
I gotta shout out my uncle Jeremy.
Mm,
He played John Legend when I was like what 15, something like that.
mm,
And I just love the cadences that he had. And that really gave me like a love for music,
mm,
like in on a deeper level. I was introduced to that like in a different way, like
mm,
different than orchestra, different than all city choir. So yeah, it
mm.
kind of sparked my interest.
Fire, man. And once again, the West Coast is definitely a different area, a different beast. How's the music scene for you? Like, how do you feel like the music scene has treated you on the West Coast?
Uh I noticed there's been a lot of attention in Atlanta,
Mm,
um, and California as well.
mm,
But yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it's kind of like migrating everywhere, and it's cool to see. I've
mm,
noticed some in Japan and the UK seems to like it too. But yeah, the West Coast
mm,
is definitely on top of the list.
mm. Love it. And what inspired you to like say like what was it? What was that turning point where you say, you know what, I want to do more faith based music as opposed to secular music? What inspired that?
Yeah, honestly, man, it was my testimony. There was a video. So long story short, let me rewind a little bit. I had a
Mm,
business, had a sports betting chat. It was very successful. I was making a lot of money in Los Angeles. I
mm,
got a skybox. Um, things were going well. I was like renting cars every weekend, and that
mm,
was cool. But at some point I just kind of felt like a void, and I'm just like, okay, this is cool, but it's not like nourishing my spirit. I'm not
mm,
satisfied. And then my now wife sent a video to me on YouTube basically saying, like, God is real, but can you really say that you're living for him?
mm,
And that kind of struck me. Like
mm,
it convicted me heavy. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I know you're real, but I know for a fact because you're real, I'm not living the way you want me to.
mm,
Ever since that moment when I surrendered and said, Lord, I just want to give you my all.
mm.
My wife was like, okay, if you're really serious about this, you need to delete all your old music. And I
Yeah,
said, I'll get around to it. And she's like, nah, you need to do it right now.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, you're right. And then ever since, man, God's just been opening the
yeah,
floodgates.
yeah. For sure, cause that's why I asked. Cause like when I first got introduced to you, I was like, all right, he ain't got but like four posts on his social media. I'm like, okay, what's that about? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I was kind of confused. So you kind of actually answered a two-part question to me because I'm like, all right, cause you have a lot of streams, and I'm like, okay, what's the he's popping, you know what I'm saying? So what's going on here? So I guess you got a cult like following, I guess I would say right.
yeah. It's all God, man. Cause like
Yeah,
you said, I only have three songs, and so much has happened in the span of a year.
yeah.
Yeah, He gets all the glory.
For sure, for sure. And with that being said, man, do you like the stage better or do you like the studio better?
That's actually a funny question because I've only
Mm.
done performance on stage years ago.
One?
Uh, but yeah, one.
Wow. Okay.
So we have I don't know if I can speak on it yet. We have some big things coming up
Uh.
month and some other stuff as well. But
Mm.
that I can't say too much, but like
Yeah.
I feel like I will enjoy this stage more.
Yeah. For sure, man. And with that being said, like you know, it's a lot of things going on in the world today. Do you feel like being an artist is beneficial to your life, or do you feel like it's detrimental to your life?
Definitely beneficial,
Mm.
100%. This has helped my life. This has helped my family's life in
Mm.
so many ways. As of fairly recently, yeah, it's made a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
yeah,
Got you.
been a
And
blessing.
for sure. And do you feel like you want to stay independent, well, majorly independent, or you feel like you want to go all in, like by yourself, or how do you feel like, what's the trajectory? Do you feel like that's the best path for you at this point?
Uh, yeah, I feel like independent as of now.
Mm,
We'll kind of see what happens in the future, and
yeah,
I pray about everything. I just like, Lord, what do you want me to do?
yeah,
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
yeah.
I don't know just yet.
Got you. And if you had one dream collaboration, who would it be?
Ooh, dream collaboration.
Mm,
As of right now, I would say Forrest Frank would be pretty cool. I think we can
mm,
make a good record.
mm.
Yeah, Forrest right now.
Got you. Yeah, for sure. And one of your lyrics I got right that was interesting to me. You said, "Not a day goes by where I don't thank you. Always stay down, and you always stay true." What does that mean to you?
Like, there's not a day where I can't thank the Lord for like putting breath in my lungs,
Mm,
beating my heart. Um, in the trials and tribulations of life, I know I still have access to Him that I feel
mm,
like I really don't deserve.
mm,
Um, so it's just like it's coming from a place of gratitude. Like I'm still alive.
mm,
He still gets me through things. So like when I wrote that record, I was actually going through a lot in my life.
mm,
I was homeless, to be honest, living out of an Airbnb,
mm,
uh, in a rental car, doing
mm,
orders to make sure I had enough to pay the Airbnb rent and keep the mobility. And I had just enough money to book that session to record that song.
mm,
So that song is a testimony for sure.
mm. For sure. And I do want to ask you this, right? So, sacrificing, right? Things are based on sacrifice, and things are based on things that God sacrifices for us. And a passage that I would notice that you take heed to is Romans 12, Romans 12, chapter 12, verse 1. And as it's about sacrifice. And what do you feel like, to be successful in the music business, what do you feel like is a sacrifice for you that you have to make to be successful in the music business?
Yeah, I feel like these are the early stages of my music career, unto the Lord.
Mm,
But I feel like the biggest thing in this aspect is to deny yourself, like crucify your flesh because
mm,
it gets in the way. Like just in life in general, we have to like, as a believer, we have to deny our flesh daily. And there's so many like distractions and wanting to do things your way per se. So
Mm,
like remaining submitted to him will really give you a sound mind and
mm,
allow everything to be like perfect according to his will.
mm.
So yeah.
Love it, man. And the new single that I got, God is a fire, slow, mid tempo record, but it's a vibe. You feel me? And it's very clean. Did you produce that yourself, or who produced that?
Yeah, it was like a track off of BeatStars
Mm,
or something like that. Yeah.
mm. Oh, B
So
Stars. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Are you working with any producers right now, or you just like, do you know how to make beats, or you make it like, do you produce your own music, or no?
I need to get into it because I play piano, guitar,
Yeah.
trombone, and I'm like,
Okay.
what am I, so
Yeah.
definitely want
Gotcha.
to tap into that this year.
Yeah.
I got to shout out Chrome, my homie Chrome. He
Mm,
produced this record that I'm gonna be releasing sometime
mm.
next month, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Got you. And what is one of the hardest things that you've gone through in the music business so far? Like you've been putting out music for a little minute, especially since like 2023, since Salvation. What has like been your like the hardest thing you've had to deal with, especially being a a more Christian based rapper? Sometimes you a lot of times you're put in a compromising position. What is one of the hardest things you had to deal with?
Uh One of the hardest things I've had to deal with is like dynamics with people. Like
Mm.
people that you think you're cool with and close to, you'd be surprised how they switch up or like
Oh
try to
yeah.
get opportunities out of you. Um, I haven't dealt with it too much, but it's kind of like unfortunate to see,
Mm.
you know. So
Yeah.
that's probably one of the main things.
Yeah, fire, man. And I want to ask you this question, man. How are you able to get 1 million streams on two different songs independent? How did you do that? Because like I said, my fans, they always want game, they always want information on streaming and things like that, and that's just on Spotify. So I only imagine what the Apple Music look like. So how did you really able to get 1 million streams on two different records, brother? Independent,
Man, it's kind of the same thing. I know I sound a little like
repetitive,
repetitive.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's literally just like I said, Lord, like these songs belong to you.
Mm,
Whatever you want to do with them, even if it just reaches one person, I'm
mm,
content. I'm grateful just to be a vessel.
mm,
Um, prayer is the main thing. I just prayed
mm.
that His will would be done, and He did it.
Yeah,
He brought it to levels far beyond what I expected this soon.
mm,
I should say. Yeah.
yeah. Got it, man. For
We
sure, for
pray.
sure. We pray, man. And you say you got an album coming out this year, right?
Yes, sir. Got an
For
album coming
sure.
out this year.
What's the title of that? Well, you got a title already or not?
Not yet. I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. But yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Got you. And for sure, man. And before we get out of here, I want you to end on a prayer. But before I get out of here, I want to ask you this, man. If you had one piece of advice that you would give anyone getting into the music business, what would it be?
Uh, Keep in mind that nothing's more important than God, first and foremost, and family.
Mm,
Family that's really there for you, has your back. Nothing else will really amount to that. Like at the end of the day, when you have your family, you have God, you're straight.
yeah.
That's a good day, you know.
Yeah. Love it, man. There you go. Once again, man, the one and only Isaiah, man, the West Coast own, man. Plug your social media because your social media name is actually a little different than your stage name. So promote your social media. What you got?
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at a tone four underscore and then TikTok at a tone four.
Once again, yeah.
ATODFR.
Yeah, love it. Once again, man, WDJCD Beat DJ Chase Radio, man. God is the one and only Isaiah, man. 1 million streams on Spotify alone, man. He's gonna blow up. Once again, man, faith-based artist, man, West Coast artist, man. I told you I does it, man. Shout out to Global 100 Coalition as well. Meat Mafia, the sponsor on Lake Wiley, the meat market. The WDJC DB DJ Chase Radio, the pregame part of this podcast, right here on WDJC DB DJ Chase Radio, man. Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, and YouTube DJ Chase TV, and we out of here. Yeah.